Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your April 2022 reading. Let's go ahead and just dive right in and see what we have. And we have limiting beliefs. And what's really interesting is that the first thing that I thought of when I saw this image was how bountiful everything seemed. It was really kind of zeroed in on that greenery and the lushness of those leaves. And the fact that it is captioned with the concept of limiting beliefs, I feel that the relationship between what I initially felt when I saw that image and this statement that's coming with this is that you are limiting what you have access to with something that you are believing or you're stuck with. There's a mindset that you are sort of holding on to. It's up to each and every one of you to kind of figure out if this is something that's rooted in childhood, or if this is a fairly new perception that you have gained in early adulthood, or whatever the case may be. But there's something that you are really clinging to, and you're having a hard time letting go, because when you chose this to be a truth, or you understood this to be a truth and you accepted it, it was so strong. And so there's something about the process of recognizing that it wasn't as true as you originally had thought. And there's something almost crushing with that. And so you're holding on to it because you're afraid of, I guess, essentially admitting that you were wrong and accepting it. And the thing is it's okay. You know, we all have those moments where we do our research and we do the footwork, and we mentally go through the material and the information, and we come to a conclusion. And there's nothing wrong with having done the work and come to a certain conclusion. And there's also nothing wrong with going through our life and coming across new information that maybe we didn't have access to for some reason. And it makes us realize that the original thought process was an incorrect thought process. And now, based on the new information, we are going to change our mind. We're going to change what we believe. And so I feel like this is what you're coming across in the month of April. This is pretty early days in the month of April. And this has a potential of holding you back. This has a potential of keeping you from being able to move forward into some lushness or bounty that is awaiting for you. So it is something that is going to present itself and need addressed. I mean, you can ignore it if you want to, but just know that it is limiting you in some way, for whatever reason, whatever it's based on. It is creating a bondage of some sort. So you really do want to take a closer look and try to figure out if it's something you do want to cling to, or if you would like to move on. We're following this with the Follow Your Own Rhythm card, and I feel like this goes along with what I was saying, and the process of you releasing whatever it is that you feel like you need to hold on to, this belief that you feel like you're just not ready to give up on. I feel like there might be some external pressure also as to why you are still clinging to whatever belief this is. And so you also, part of the conundrum is that you also recognize that if you let go of this belief, you're going to be breaking free of the dance that you are in with other people, and you're going to be kind of breaking out of that and dancing on your own. And so that can be quite intimidating, and it can be quite scary in some ways. And so this is just information for you to kind of help you process what you're up against and what you're feeling. And hopefully you'll get to the point where you will feel like you want to liberate yourself. You will want to break free from the dancing crowd and dance to your own beat, dance to your own rhythm. And maybe find a dance partner that is going to dance with you in this new set of beliefs that you feel deep within you is actually ringing more true than anything. The Death card is following that, and I feel like this is just kind of extending this information that we already got with the other two cards regarding releasing and letting go. You gotta let it. You gotta let this thing die, whatever it is. Again, it's really holding you back. It's really making you stagnant. It's really kind of binding you. in a way that's making it so that you can't dance the way that you want to dance. You can't dance with the life partners that you want to dance with. You can't dance with the fun stuff that you want to dance with. So there's just, it's a repetition of something that you need to let go. And what's on the other side of that is completion of this cycle of your life and the opportunity to begin something new. There's just things that is available to you, but you're stuck here right now, so you can't even see it. This is being followed with the Four of Cups. And I feel like no matter what you decide, you're going to go through this process of reflection that's going to feel a bit weighty, a bit heavy, a bit emotional. So that may factor in a little bit too as to why you're not letting go, is because you're not ready, or you don't feel like you're ready to face these emotions. Taking your time, nothing wrong with that, but recognizing what you're going through, recognizing the narrative that you're maintaining in your head and how that might actually be entrapping you in some regard, facing it so that you can get to that completion and get to the next stage. We're ending with the devotion card, but for whatever reason, all that is really coming through is that dance, the concept of dance. Devotion can be a reiteration of what I already said about being committed to something that's binding you and making it so that you're not able to dance like you want, not able to flow like you want, keeping you more rigid, maybe not dancing with the life partners or the dancing with the partners in general that you would desire to. So, and then also the idea of that the whole process of changing our minds and taking on a new truth, releasing an old truth and taking on a new truth, that in and of itself is a dance. So allow yourself to liberate yourself through dance in some way or another. Recognize the dance that's in this process and how you flow from one thing to the other. So essentially, there's whatever it is, the month of April is really going to shine some light on some things that in actuality you need to see for what it is and be able to figure out how you can free yourself from it, and allow yourself to move on. All right, Capricorn, I hope this reading has provided you with some insight for the month of April and prepared you for the process and the dance that lies ahead of you. I hope that has provided clarity and given you more than you had hoped for. I hope April ends up being a great month for you, and hopefully I will see you in a future video.